Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. It's great to have you here. If you have any questions or you want to just comment on what I'm doing, please leave it below. Be glad to hear them and get back to you as soon as I can. And I appreciate all of them, and I appreciate all of you checking this out. So today on this video, I'm going to go over a couple of my PCs. The main one I'm going to cover is McGwire. I might hit on some of the regular Oakland stuff that I've got as well, but that's where we're really going to go on that one. Alright, so here we are with the McGwire PC. Just going to do it pretty quickly here. There are a lot of pages in this particular binder, and I do like to use the binders just because it makes it easier for me to take a look at them, because that's part of the hobby, right? Is actually enjoying what you have. So I do have a cover here of a McGwire thing. Got the all-important 85401. Shout out to Nate and Tops 85401 and Baseball Card Junkies TV. So we'll go through these fairly quickly. I do have some that are just different versions of the cards. Like we have the Tiffany and the regular base version on some of these, on that Gold Cup card from, I want to say it's 88. And then just different ones, the Donruss ones. Yes, the Leaf and the Donruss are the same. A lot of times you'll see things like that, like on the O-Pee-Chee and the Tops, so stuff like that. Fleer had a bunch of different stuff. God, those Fleer cards, I love to hate them. We have some different things, KB Toys, Kmart, Toys R Us. So a lot of things that are now no longer existing, some mini cards. Those Bowman cards that were too big. No, those are the Topps Bigs. Sorry, not the Bowmans. These are the Bowmans. So there's some different things. Captain Crunch, some different things. Redemption stuff, Pepsi. I believe there's Mothers here coming up fairly shortly. So a bunch of different things. I do not have, obviously, the autographs and then also the relic cards in here, just because they don't fit in the binder page as well. I have those somewhere else. There is a duplicate here for some reason. I'm not sure why the post-serial one got duplicated, but it is. And we'll live with it for now. But we'll go through these fairly quickly. Please leave a comment below, like I said, if you'd like me to come back and look at something. I'd be more than happy to answer the questions. They're in here, but I do dislike them greatly as these triple play. Never saw anything good out of triple play, to be honest. They have one set that's okay looking, but the triple play stuff is not my favorite. Not even close to one of my favorites. Actually one of the worst. It's up there with those 90 Donruss. I do like, just because they're a little bit fun, is the Topps Kids. They're just some fun stuff. I know I also have the Eckersley in that. Some Milkbone and Kraft, different ones. Another horrible triple play. This is actually the set here of the triple play. It's not too bad. The card stock is horrible too. That's also the thing. It's very thin, not very good. Card stock as well. Jimmy Dean Sausages, a combo one there with Tim Salmon. And you'll see some other combo stuff in here. I did order a couple more die cut stuff, inserts from the late 90s, or actually early 90s, sorry, that I'm waiting to come in. It came off of eBay auctions that I got. So definitely want to go through a lot of these. You have the metals. Some of those are always fun. They're different, something that's nice. One I always really do like is those Crown Royals from Pacific. I think they do a great job. I wish Pacific still did a lot more stuff. Those Leaf medals were actually one that I like personally, versus these metal things. They're actually like a metal card, so there's something different a little bit on those. Some stickers from Upper Deck. Pinnacle, another one that I tend to like. I'm a little bit biased, I think, probably in some cases, because they always tend to have gold in them. A Will Clark with McGwire Sports Illustrated cover on a card. Some different things there. So definitely like to try and keep this one up to date as much as possible as new things come in. I have a couple new ones that have come in more recently, and I'll see if I can grab those fairly quickly as I go through this. These are a lot of the reproduction styles, where you have like the 87 Topps. You have the 87 Topps and a refractor. The 84 Topps. This is actually another 87 reprint card. So the micro card, playing cards, another mini card, some more redemption stuff. And then we have a page here that's filled with some reprints, college and USA baseball stuff. So just some things. These are actually all printed well after you played there. And then we get into the Cardinals. Did separate the two years that way just because I wanted to make sure I kept them out and separate. So definitely the Cardinal stuff is a little bit different. You get a lot more of the inserts and some different looks on cards. And I like that you can kind of see through McGwire that progression of cards through the 80s into the 90s, into the late 90s that you saw with just the advancement in printing technology, I guess. Working in publishing, I know that there's a lot of advances that happen in those times where we're still seeing a lot of those things that are happening and going on in the printing world. It's not just your basic color on cardstock or black and white on cardstock. These StarQuest cards are a little bit interesting, some different color variations. This was a set produced, I believe, if I remember right, after the 98 home run chase. This tribute one is definitely based on things. I'm missing a couple cards that I need to find out there. I think there's two here and there was one in the beginning. Some Topps tributes as well for the 98 home run chase with Sammy Sosa. One of those Crown Royal die cuts. Those are always fun. These were ones that were part of an Upper Deck produce your own card concept with kids, and just try to do anything that I could find. I like these actually that are interesting, where you get like the 71 Topps. I believe there's an 87. Yes, here it is. The 87 Topps style that they did reproduce. This is the 90, if I remember right, or 91. The high-tech Topps. I like the high-techs. A little hard to read when you're actually looking at them and trying to read some of the stuff on the back. A mini card there as well. And try to include all the varieties I can. I have a couple jumbo cards here in the back that I was able to get some sleeves for, or some pages for, and then some minis that I have special pages for, and then just some random stuff. They all happen to be A stuff, and I probably could move them, but a couple playing cards, and then also a Bash Brothers drawing card. So it's something a little bit different there as we go through and see. This is what my PC is now. Did come across, found it here while I was sitting and talking and flipping pages. This is actually one of those on-card art drawings of McGwire. You can see that it's a 1-of-1 that was done earlier this year, actually. So these are just something that's a little bit different and unusual that I like to include when I get them, and I can get them at a reasonable price, because sometimes you'll get them and see them and they're just outrageously priced for what they are when you're looking at cards of that nature. So I definitely do like to include them as part of the PC and move forward as I continue to grow in the hobby and learn about the hobby and learn the changes that have happened. And want to encourage everybody to please comment below if you have any questions, and if you have any questions on my PC, or if you have another comment on my PC. I know it's early, I'm still working on it. I've been able to collect a lot here in the last probably 10 months or so. So please keep collecting those cards, have fun with the hobby, and love the hobby, everybody.